Hello and welcome back to the Rooteville podcast. This is a podcast put together by the team at Bosworth Garden Centre. In this episode we talk about the recent drought and how to help your garden cope with this hot weather. So without further ado, let's get to it. Oh, on episode 7, everybody.
Is this on yet?
Yeah,
it's been on
Oh, we're
ages.
rolling.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
right.
Episode 7. How did we get to episode 7?
Because
Rosie didn't load on her own.
No,
Oh
it's only one.
She did actually.
I did
yeah,
one
I
by
thought
myself.
I thought the last few you just AI'd us and just
Yeah.
our voices.
Oh my god, that's the future.
I can do that though, just
Can
so
you?
you know, yeah.
Oh,
Bye then.
Wow.
Shall I, okay,
You might as well
insert
just not
here,
bother then.
Martin AI.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Martin, and I love plants.
When I edit that, it's going to be you AI in there.
Oh, that's gonna be. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Please do.
I
just,
actually can.
Just do a minute of it.
I am
Well, not a
a robot.
minute. That's too much of me. But 10 seconds.
A minute? That's too much for them in work
I
in a day.
know,
That's
but
not-
yeah.
Like the rest of us.
Welcome back to the root of it all. This is the gardening podcast from Bosworth Garden Centre. I'm Rosie, and I'm thrilled to say that Jack is back with us today.
Yay!
Jack, what you been up to?
Watering. Watering. Did I mention the watering?
He's got a bit of an issue about the water in there.
A bit of watering.
Yeah.
Watering.
Watering.
And when he's not doing that, he's watering.
It's watering. Watering.
And then when the
You know-
pressure's low, we make him cry. On the plants.
We've got an extra with us today.
So we've got.
We've got Lisa.
Hello.
We've got me, because I'm talking already. Simon.
All right.
Alright, mate. Jack.
Hello.
Marin.
Hello, dear.
And there's
Who's
Carol.
this at the end?
Yeah. So Carol was trying to hide. So
So Carol's joined us today.
Hello, Carol.
Little moose.
Carol's shy and timid.
She's very shy, so she might contribute, but she might not. So if you hear a little random, then you know who
I
it
don't
is.
mind randoms actually.
No.
They're quite nice.
So can we just go around and ask how everyone's garden's doing? Because mine's. We'll get to that. Simon, you go
You'll get to
first.
that.
You mean you haven't started?
No, I have, but
Okay.
it's just what it's hot, isn't it?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon's got a relatively new garden.
Have
too.
you?
So I've just recently moved into a house.
Yes.
It's a nice house.
Yeah.
It's a very big, long garden, about 150 foot. And in it was grass, a few climbers, a tree, and loads of stinging nettles. So yes, at the moment, a lot of the grass is very brown.
Yeah.
I'm constructing borders and a dead hedge.
You're constructing a dead hedge.
Yeah, well, the dead hedge has been built. Basically, there was a very large privet hedge there that in some places was 10 foot plus wide. It had been left for years.
Yeah.
And we haven't taken the height out of it because it's probably about 15 foot at points.
Oh my lord.
And a lot of the hedge we have used to make a dead hedge. So we've used a dead hedge to encourage wildlife and shelters for insects, animals, hedgehogs, birds, and the like.
So how do you dead hedge? Because there's me just thinking you just killed a hedge and left it. Or is that?
Well, basically, we put in a long row of posts
Yeah.
as a guide, and the hedge that we cut down, we used the branches and layered it in the posts. So it's about 50 foot long, and a bit, maybe. A row of posts, so it's about 8-10 inches wide, and we've just layered all the foliage that we've cut back in the hedge. And that's all died,
Now I understand.
and the hedge it's been cut back and above it, that's all growing through. So that's all greening
Nice.
up, and that hedge is there deliberately for for pollinators,
For
for
bee
insects,
stings.
and that sort of thing. Yeah, to encourage a bit more wildlife.
So have you spent lots of money on plants?
Too much at the moment.
Do you have any
but
casualties?
casualties? Haven't lost. We've lost one cherry tree.
Oh. I love cherry trees.
Unfortunately, we've got about a dozen trees, and we've lost a cherry tree. It's died at the graft. See that Lisa's playing with her lemons.
Lisa's
there,
playing
look.
with her lemons.
Sorry. Just fiddling.
Oh, that's funny.
So done that. At the moment, building a vegetable area.
Nice.
So making some raised beds. One greenhouse is almost up. Got plant some fruit trees, and then we'll start on the other side of the garden. So it's a lot of work. It's probably the wrong time of year to start
Oh, it's too hot.
digging and that.
Yeah.
And we've dug holes out for some of the plants, and it is like concrete, the soil.
Yeah.
It's probably never been cultivated in parts of the garden. We planted a viburnum the other day, and it took us about 40 minutes to dig the hole.
Oh my god.
It was like concrete.
That's ridiculous.
It is redunculous. We sell them in the spring.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, redunculous.
Ranunculus.
Oh,
is.
ranunculus. I was like, I made a word up and it's true. What are the chances?
But apart from that, it's watering every single night,
Yeah.
as Jack has alluded to. It's water, water, and water.
We're going to talk about watering in a little bit. Jack,
Hello.
what's your garden doing?
Not huge amounts at the minute.
Or how's your garden doing?
not too bad. Looking very colourful, very spreading plants and herbaceous. All coming into flower. Very nice. Attracting lots of bees and wildlife. I'm starting to grow some grown some sweet corn this year.
Oh, nice.
Had to change. That's all coming on quite nicely. Hopefully, should be able to harvest that end of the month.
Touch wood. Have you got a veggie patch? Or
Not
have you
quite. No, I've
sort
just got a few bits of garden. I'll just do something different every year.
Yeah.
So,
Jack's a model train enthusiast. I don't know if you've got anything in your garden relating to that at
I
the
do have a
moment.
garden railway.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He rides around on it every day.
Is it like a miniature one?
It's a miniature one. It's not ride on,
But it just
but
goes around.
it goes around the edge of the garden, and
That's so,
so I've got
cool.
a few beds that are just designated bedding plants. So I just fill it full of colour and
Yeah. That's wicked. I love that. Has anyone else got a train in their garden? Because I think that's a really good idea.
no, I'm the only nutter.
Could you put a watering system on the train?
Oh,
So it
You
waters as you
probably
go.
could.
yeah.
I don't know how effective it'd be, but
No.
I don't know how you'd
I
get.
just put a sprinkler on it.
You'd have to have a big train that holds a tank because you couldn't have a hose following the train
No,
round.
you couldn't, could you?
Well, it depends where it
yeah,
went.
just
But Jack could follow with a watering can.
Yeah.
There is that.
If you get one of them crinkly hoses, they're well
Yeah,
flexible.
maybe.
Well, I've got friends that when they bring their trains around do tend to set fire to things with it. So
Well, there you go. Okay, if anyone invents that, you
Yeah,
can't because
let
that's
me
my
know.
idea.
Yeah.
Alright, just saying.
You've patented
I've
that.
paid. I was going to say that, but I couldn't say it.
Okay.
As in, I know I can't pronounce that very well, so I didn't want to
Right.
embarrass myself. So yeah, what Simon said.
What he said.
What he said. Yeah. Martin.
I haven't done much in my garden this year.
You put
Front
shit-
garden looks alright. It's mainly just like shrubs coming into flower and going out of flower. And it's tidy, gravelled. Back garden is a bit of a mess. I started building an outhouse last year. I haven't quite finished it, and all the wood that's left off it is lying around. I managed to weed out all the back garden and cut back all the ivy and tidy it, and all that pile of rubbish is still sat there. So
But that's good for encouraging
I
wildlife.
was
it
gonna
is.
Say,
So the back
that's-
garden not
you-
great, front garden
Yeah,
just
but
basic. It's
I
fine.
bet the little beasties love it.
I noticed the pile of earth that I dug out. I noticed my cat's going to pee on it quite a bit, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful when I dispose of that.
Make sure you wear gloves. Yeah.
Yeah. Carol, are you going to give us a little brief enlightenment into your garden?
Okay.
Go on.
The front garden's got a nice small herbaceous border in it, and then there's a drive, and then I've got a rather gnarled old salix that I bought from here way back in 1990.
Oh wow.
And John Boz said to me, it's not a very long lasting tree. Sadly now, it's getting so big that it's actually
She wished it wasn't lasting.
it's actually so gnarled it can't sit up straight. It's actually bent right over.
Nice.
So
Character.
Yeah.
it's
looks
lovely
And what
for
about
the
the tree?
birds. It's lovely for the birds, and we're having to prune all the dead wood out of it.
Oh.
But the back garden's a bit of a mess because I'm on patrol every day now for box blight. But I have painted the catio.
Oh, Catio.
Catio.
This
Love
week
it.
we've put fairy lights in all the solar powered dragonflies, bumblebees.
Oh,
So
lovely.
there's about 400 lights out the back for the
Oh,
cats,
love that.
which are all
Nice.
rescued.
Yeah.
So I'm now planning to redo my back garden.
Yeah. Lisa.
Not a lot in my garden, to be honest. So dry. Got no
Yeah.
bedding in because couldn't be bothered, really. Got a pond and I feed the birds, so it's more for wildlife now. Get hedgehogs every night, so I'm well chuffed they're all back, yeah, and feed them. And we get loads of birds. occasional heron comes down to the pond, which is a pain in the arse. Yeah, there's not a lot of colour. It's quite boring. Might do something a bit in the autumn, add a bit more colour. But
I found some hedgehog evidence the other day.
Evidence.
Yes, in the garden.
He's a hedgehog detective.
There's a few bits about Lisa's garden, because I've been round there to water before, that I think are really nice. One thing is that
I think she's kept hiding in there.
yeah, they've got a chest of drawers planted out.
yeah.
So the
Oh,
drawers
that's
are actually
cute.
pulled out at different levels and then reinforced to plant what, alpines or ferns?
No,
is
there's
it?
like trailers in there.
Yeah.
Trailing
Love
plants.
that.
Yeah,
So
big
that's
ferns.
really nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw it away, and I said, I'm going to do something with
And
it.
then you've got
It's
a
really cool.
table and chair set made by your fella.
Yeah, made
And that's
table
really
chair.
nice, made
Oh,
out of
pallet wood.
pallets, yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Oh, go on, your
Oh, sorry,
garden.
your garden. Sorry, Rosie.
No one cares about my
No,
garden.
'cause-
I don't care, but the others do. So go on.
It's actually not too bad. So I've ripped out 2 beds completely to start again, and I lost a plant and I was really sad because it was too dry. That's the thing. I've actually got loads of plants waiting to go in, but I don't want to plant them because it's
Very dry.
so
at the moment.
dry. Yeah,
It is so hard.
So I've been keeping them going in the pots. But a really exciting thing is that I've got great crested newts in my pond, and I've got loads of baby newts in my pond.
Oh my God, that's
I know, so I'm
nice.
so excited about it, and I go and check on them, and they're really cute.
Yeah.
You sit there and just chat to them.
I just look at them, and I'm like, oh look. I'm a lily pad's flowering, so yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
that's
garden.
nice.
Yeah,
A little bit of nature there.
A bit of nature.
yeah, definitely.
I feel like we need to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the drought.
It has been very challenging the last 2 months because there's been hardly any rain.
Literally, we've had showers.
It
And
keeps
that's
tormenting us. It goes cloudy and doesn't do
We
anything.
don't
It's
get
just
it,
done
though,
it
do
now,
we?
it's just gone
we
dark,
keep
isn't
missing it, don't we?
Yeah, we seem to be out on a limb here
Yeah.
in the garden centre, especially, and you know, in the locality. You know, people can be coming from Kettering and it is black and pouring with rain,
Yeah,
and 3 miles away, 2 miles away,
Yeah.
it's sunny.
nothing.
So there is a lot of, you know, there are a lot of plants that are suffering. If you drive around the country, there's a lot of trees with
Yeah.
just bare branches and stems and limbs because they're just not getting their feet into the water. There's nothing in the water table.
And the problem is with trees as well, you can't really water a tree, can you? Because to get it down far enough, you'll have
Need
to...
It's a lot of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hose on for a long while to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
Big
builds
trees
up
especially.
moisture in the ground over a long time, and then, you know, over a long time it slowly takes it all out and it's left.
Yeah. I found that, like, my
Thirsty.
established plants are all right. They're just starting to
Suffer.
show signs now, but my new ones are like, oh my God,
That's
what
because
have
their
you done
feet
to
are
me?
down in the ground and
Yeah.
they've got access to more water, and the water level is much lower, so they have access to it. You know, newer plants with smaller root systems won't have access to that.
No, because they're only in the first sort of 10 inches of soil, aren't they?
If
So it's,
some of them, if that, depending on
Yeah.
the size of the plant.
Yeah.
But what signs are there to look out for if you plants are struggling? What's
Brown
an
crispy
obvious
leaves
one?
is one of the
Wilted
first
growth.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flowers that fail quickly
Mm.
is often a sign of not enough water and too hot.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of plants like the sun, but they don't like it 12, 14 hours a day at
No.
30 degrees.
Full sun, yeah.
Yeah.
Full sun all the time, and they do suffer.
You usually find on a plant the first things to. It's almost like us going into shock and preserving our vital organs. The first thing to go is the flowers and the new growth leaves.
Yeah.
So, which are the things that you really want to encourage for it to develop?
It's
Yeah.
strange, isn't it? Because, as you say, the tips of the plants, they suffer first, because they're at the extremities.
Yeah.
But then, when plants get attacked by aphids, the tips with the new growth is the ones they go to, because it's got all that nice new soft tissue.
And then also with your lawn, I haven't got a lawn, but if you've got a lawn, if
Don't
you've got
water
cracks coming in your lawn.
Talking about lawns, a good tip is to not cut your lawn too short in the summer.
No.
Because the grass itself will shade the ground, and that will stop, you know, some of the moisture evaporation. So if you have to water, or if you want to water your lawn, it's always best to do it
Yeah.
late in the day
Yeah.
when the sun's gone. Give it a good soak once a week, but keep the grass long. Do not mow a bowling green at this time of year.
I was to say, I feel like it's very tempting because it's like, oh, some of my lawn should be super
Also,
smart.
your blades of grass hold the moisture as well.
Yeah.
So if you've only got a third the size of a blade of grass, there's only a third of the moisture held in that blade. So by shortening it, it dries out quicker.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean,
yeah.
you look everywhere at the moment, and people's lawns are just brown anyway.
Yeah.
And you've just got this tufty grass that's growing every so often, isn't you?
But lawns are so
horrendous.
resilient.
I was just going to say
They just
that.
come back, yeah.
They do.
Remember we had that massive drought a year or two ago where it was like 40 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
all the like country parks and
Yeah.
fields were all brown, and you think it's never going to come back.
But
from
it
this,
does.
and it does.
Yeah, it does.
It's amazing.
It bounces back so
Yeah.
quick. It is such a resilient thing. It's probably one of the most resilient plants. You know, that and moss.
My
is-
cat started to use my lawn as a scratching post because it's that dry. Pulling it all out. Yeah.
But at least they'll get the thatch out for you.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
you
that's
won't
very
have to.
true.
Be
You
helping
can
lawn.
exfoliate your feet by walking. Yeah. And sometimes you can do things to keep moisture in the ground a bit. You can mulch. You can put like bark that suppresses moisture in the ground.
Do you know, if I've learned anything from doing these podcasts with you guys, it's how important mulching is.
Mulching is important. You know, bark mulch or something like that, and that just helps keep moisture locked in.
Yeah.
About lawns,
Deters weeds, puts nutrient in the ground, suppresses
Yeah.
moisture,
Caps,
looks
caps out.
tidy.
Obviously, you need to do it, not now, when we've got a bit of...
when it's
we've
wet.
had some rain. When we've had some good
No,
rain.
if we've
Another
had-
thing,
Before
yeah.
you
Sometime
do it.
next year.
To lock
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to a country park or a children's play area and you look under the bark, it's always moist, even if it's middle of
Yeah,
summer.
it is, isn't it? It's
But,
damp.
like
They've got
Lisa
a
was
damp
saying,
layer.
With the water, wait for it to rain before you put it down, because
definitely.
you know you'll go out with a hose, do a load of watering, and all you've done is wet the bark.
Yeah.
So you need that ground to be nice and wet before you put the bark down.
So, do you think, like, because I'm convinced now that this is how British summers are going to be. I think from now on it's just going to be more of this, and obviously with climate change and things like that. So, do you think our plants will adapt to how the weather
I think we'll
is?
adapt what we plant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
what we offer.
About 20 years ago, I read an article in a magazine, I think a Saturday paper or something like that, a magazine, and they were talking about Mediterranean plants becoming more and more in vogue in this country because of climate change. And they were saying, you know, it was something like 2030 or 2040 that everyone would have sort of like citrus trees in their house, in their gardens, to replace ornamental trees.
Yeah.
I think
Because-
the only issue though with all of that is we get wetter winters, so I don't
Yes.
Yes,
see
that's
how
true.
certain
No.
things will survive.
No, it
So that's the
won't.
problem we've got now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We might be able to do Mediterranean in the summer months, but come winter, when the wet and the cold comes,
Maybe,
they don't survive it.
maybe pot gardening is a.
I was just about to say,
I
so
don't
if
mean
you were
that.
to do
Pot gardening.
I mean, we do sell a lot of
gardening in pots.
Martin's-
citrus.
For
Yeah.
those that don't know, Martin's got his own drug empire. But like, how would you? So if you do want to plant Mediterranean in the summer, how would you plan for the winter then? Would you dig up, or would you, like Martin said, would you pot garden it and then shelter them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
top garden and have
Well,
a decent
easier.
sized greenhouse.
A few gravel
Yeah,
areas,
You've got
make,
a greenhouse,
you know,
can
and
plant it out and then dig it out, and then store it in the greenhouse or store it somewhere.
I mean, you
else.
can, if you've got
over winter
things like your
then.
citrus and that, if you have them in the house or in the conservatory over
Yeah.
winter, you would acclimatise it.
Yeah.
You either put it on your patio, or if you want, you could pop the pot in the ground, and then you can lift it.
I always forget that that's a thing. 'cause-
if you do plant a pot in the ground,
yeah,
make sure the holes are very adequate in
Yeah.
the bottom of the pot.
because
you
it's going to root
underneath the
out, isn't
pot.
it?
Underneath the pot, leave a couple of inches to put gravel,
Okay.
and then inside the pot, the other side of the holes, put gravel too. You want it free draining both sides. Yeah. But then you can lift it, like Simon says.
Yeah.
I quite like that. It's like you can just mix and match your garden. If I don't know, I'll pop it out, put something else in.
Oh yeah.
And
We used to do that
like
when I was down in Sussex, because it was on chalk where I was near Brighton, and it was like big chalk veins. If anybody wanted things like azaleas, rhodos, camellias, pieris, we used to just say stick it in a pot in the border, and I did it myself.
Yeah.
I had some pieris and rhodos in the border, just in pots,
Yeah.
just in ericaceous soil, and you know, in time with everything else growing around it, it looked like it was planted,
Yeah.
and you could just move it.
Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. If you've got your borders growing up, then it is going to cover up the pot eventually, isn't it,
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not like you have to spend. Like,
Or you can bury it 6 inches in the ground for stability.
Yeah.
You know, just so it's held a little bit. But yeah, you can
Because that's the other thing I find, because obviously ornamental pots are expensive, so it's finding a happy medium.
Yeah, because you could leave it in a plastic pot if you wanted.
Yeah.
And it'd be hid by the foliage.
By
You're
the
not
other
spending
ones.
loads of money on a pot that's going to be lost in the
Yeah.
water, really, are you?
So you could just buy a few nicer ones.
And you could, if you
Yeah.
wanted to, you could have that in a pot cover when you bring it indoors.
The thing is as well,
Double
when
mulching.
you are watering your garden, for a few reasons, you water the soil in the pot or in the ground. You don't just spray over the top of the plants.
No.
Yeah, the
For
foliage.
one reason, you're not getting as much water on the ground, and another reason is the sun can then dry that watered leaf out too quick, or the flowers, and you just lose the flowers, leaves suffer. You don't want to be watering foliage on
burns as well,
plants at
doesn't it?
all. So try and get that hose in and get to the soil
To the
underneath.
bottom. One thing I do find fascinating, and this is just how my brain works, I find weird things like this fascinating. When I am watering, I love watching how the leaves are designed to get the water down.
Yeah, they
The
run
stem.
off. Run
Yeah.
Shape us that way. Yeah.
I love that.
Nature always finds the most efficient way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and I don't know, I just love stuff like that, it just makes me happy.
Yeah.
So water timings then, early morning versus evening, what do you think is best?
Evening's probably better
Yeah.
because if you water in the morning before it gets time to soak in,
It'll,
it
but
can
it'll
possibly
dry off quickly.
evaporate. Whereas in the evening, it gets time to really get down in.
And
the
watering's cooler as well. In the evening,
Yeah.
it can be cooler.
Depends on your garden as well. If you've got quite a shady garden, I suppose you're
Yeah.
more freer to water whenever. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You want to avoid the height of the sun.
If you
So-
can only water in the morning, though, it's better than not watering at all.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would talk about water saving techniques like water butts, but I
We
don't
haven't
know
got any rain.
so there's no point in talking
Well, water
about
butts are
that.
good. Obviously, if you can conserve water,
Yeah,
but you need, a regular influx of rain. But we're not going to get it at the moment.
Do you know
Well,
what?
my
They
water
should, they
butt
should, they should
stinks.
do it so that
my
everybody has
water butt
got
stinks.
oh,
I don't know what got in there. Well, plants like
something's
it, so
dead,
yeah.
something's
It's
rotten.
fine. Plants
Next
love it.
door's cat or
I was
something.
going to say, it's probably,
Possibly.
so it's fermenting, it's probably
Yeah.
acting as a fertiliser.
Yeah.
You should be able to divert your water from your bath or shower
Yes.
into your water butt. This should be a thing in all
Yeah,
That's what you
new
were saying earlier on,
houses.
Carol.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That's what you were saying
ridiculous.
earlier
It's
on.
not. It's just
We
obvious,
used in
isn't
the
it?
76. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Because I thought
I
about
remember
getting a
Dad watering
tube
the veg.
and
Got-
siphoning
Yeah,
it.
that's what
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
The
In the
washing
bath.
machine.
Yeah.
Love it.
76.
Smell like rotten eggs.
We had no choice, did we?
I know, but it's fine for
As
the
long as you're not too
plants.
picky, there are ways to get water. It's just
Yeah, exactly. Like I say,
Yeah,
even
but you could,
washing
you could
the
use
water and-
you could use grey water, to water,
I mean,
shrubs and things like
yeah.
that. It's not going to hurt. Just pour it straight into the roots.
I mean, hopefully we're not going to have a hose pipe ban.
No, I think we would have had it by now, wouldn't we?
But if we do, there is
I
ways
was
around
thinking
it.
that. I was thinking that the other day. I remember when we used to get hose pipe bans.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Been
reservoirs
quite
are
lucky, really,
dry,
haven't we?
Yeah.
but they're not totally dry.
I suppose we had so much rain over winter, didn't we?
Yeah, we've probably got a big
Sometimes
store of it.
I'll get home and I'll see like one plant flagging in a pot or something. Just walk into the kitchen. There's water in the washing up bowl.
Yeah.
And throw that.
Just chuck, just whoosh, straight over it.
Yeah.
Even though I've got, I've got a dripping tap, so I know.
city
You
planning.
need to edit that out.
Oh my god, mate!
Oh my god.
No wonder the world's
Get
gone.
Get the water ball round. Be knocking on your door.
The world's gone to
Rosie's water.
It is. That's what it
Rosie's
is.
dripping tap.
Start somewhere. It's the butterfly effect.
So yes, do not water in the middle of the day.
No, so late evening is
Late
the
evening.
top tip from the team.
Early morning or late evening.
Yeah.
Can I talk about herbs because I can't? Lisa, are you okay?
Pacemaker.
She's back.
Just turn it off. Sorry.
I can't herb.
You can't herb.
I can't do it. I've tried and they die.
Most
And they
herbs.
die. Oh, I've
Depending
got some
on what
time
you've
actually, that's
planted,
alright.
because some herbs are only annuals or biennial. So things like basil, coriander,
Can't
that
do
sort of thing,
Can't
In
do
this
that.
Yeah, they won't
country.
survive
Coriander.
winter.
it won't survive the
won't
winter,
survive- no, they
and they're
won't
very
survive-
soft.
They don't survive the week. I'm
No.
not.
Well, basil's very delicate with watering
Yeah.
because if you water it too much, it can rot.
And
You
if
need
it's
a
too
lot of
cold,
drainage, a
if
lot of
it's
gritting
too
with
cold,
that.
yeah.
With
Coriander,
herbs.
if it's not watered properly, it'll go to seed quickly.
My coriander, I got one the other day and it lasted about a week. I'm not even joking.
What's that
Were you
supermarket
watering it?
one?
Yeah.
The problem is supermarkets.
Yeah, they're not as good,
cuttings,
are they?
It's all cuttings. It's not actual plant.
Is
If
it?
that makes sense. And because there's loads of cuttings, it dries out constantly.
So
you,
if you
need
take,
to water them every day.
yeah, they're not good.
Right.
So I'm not a terrible plant parent.
No, it's not the same as
It's just
buying
the
them
way.
from here.
Also,
No.
also they're grown hot.
Yeah.
They'll be grown in greenhouses
Yeah.
for the indoor market, for people putting them on the window
Well, I
ledge.
didn't
Yeah.
put it outside. It's fine. It was on my growing shelf. I've got a growing shelf. It's got grow
Actually,
lights
no,
on
I
it,
don't think you have
everything.
got a growing shelf.
Why?
You got a
You've
dying
just got a
shelf,
shelf.
maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
You've just got a crematorium.
I've got a crematorium. It's still there. I'm so upset about it. I haven't even removed the body. It's just,
So a top,
just sitting there.
if you do buy herbs from supermarkets, there's a lot in that pot. So split that pot up into 4.
Okay.
Split those plants into 4 or 5, and put a bit of it in another pot, like a 10 centimetre, 12 centimetre pot, and allow it to grow into the pot in time. Because as Lisa said, that is just congested roots.
Yeah. It's not
And
It dries out so quickly.
The more root, the less compost,
Yeah.
the less water retention it has.
Okay.
And that's what also is another thing, going back to your watering containers. If your containers are pot bound, they won't take up the water so readily,
Yeah.
because it's more root than compost.
I
And
find that
it-
with house plants as well. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yes.
That's how you know if it needs repotting because
If roots are coming out the bottom
Yeah.
and it doesn't retain and it doesn't hold moisture, then yes, it needs repotting, so that there's a bit of soil there for moisture retention.
I don't feel as bad now. See, if I'd have just asked you lot in the first place, or
Well,
not bought
there
from
you go.
the
You'd
supermarket,
have saved you 76p
yeah.
or 80p or whatever.
That's
Well, I
why
mean-
they're a third of the price.
I need it for a meal,
Yeah.
and then I thought, I'm good at this now, I can keep this alive.
That's exactly
And
right,
then I
Martin.
didn't.
They're just cheap and cheerful because they're just bits.
You're supposed to basically pick, eat,
Yeah, eat it,
pick,
and then it's
eat,
gone.
throw it away, go and buy another one from the supermarket. Whereas the ones that we'll buy in will have a proper root structure, they'll be
Yeah.
grown properly, and
They'll
they'll
be
hopefully
nurtured.
keep providing until the frost if it's
Yeah.
basil or coriander.
So if you do grow herbs in pots then, and like say come winter, can you just bring them in?
No need to.
You don't need to with most herbs.
Oh, will it
They're
just die
frost
off and come
hardy.
back?
They need to drain well, so a lot of grit in there.
The trouble is, if you bring things in the house or into the somewhere warm, you're messing up their system. So a lot of plants, deciduous. If you
Wishful
cosset
thinking.
plants too much, if you
360.
if you make them too warm, then you'll stick them straight outside. It's a
Yeah.
shock. But they don't get the natural cold, dormant period they require. So leave them outside. You know,
So-
annuals will only last one season. You know that. But things like mint, sage, thyme, and other things like that, just leave them outside, and they would do what they need to do.
Let nature do its thing.
Yeah, and then they'll come back. So,
love
you know,
that.
the only thing to do is if you want to have herbs over winter, fresh herbs, then harvest your herbs during the growing season when they've got all the new growth. Freeze them or dry them.
Yeah, I always forget that you can do stuff like that as well.
So you
I
can
forget a lot of
you dry
things,
them,
don't
or you can freeze dry them. So some people used to say put your herbs in ice cubes, didn't they? And then you've got them just to chuck into your cooking.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, you freeze it in the water.
Or, as I do, is I chop up like thyme and things like that, and freeze it as it is.
Yeah.
No water, and it's freeze dried. Put it into containers, and then shake it, and then you've got fresh frozen bits of herb straight into your
Straight
dinner,
in.
into your cooking.
I'm still a bit taken over by the ice cube idea. I think that's genius. I think that's it for today.
Well,
Do
brilliant.
you do your roundup as a separate thing?
Yes.
You know, reminder of what's in store at Bosworth.
Carol, did you have fun?
I did. I don't like talking to them though.
Oh, yeah.
You're not talking in public,
You
you're
get
talking to us.
You do get used to it after a while
Just my accent.
because it's
Ah,
not.
don't worry.
Nothing wrong with your accent.
You ain't got Welsh
I'm
ones better than
Welsh.
that.
I'm Welsh, I
I know,
sound like
and
I'm from Cornwall. And
subconsciously take the mick out of Martin quite a
I'm
lot.
from
actually.
I'm from Devon,
I copy it.
and I've lost my Devonian accent.
The only thing I forgot to mention is I've got my hedgehog in my front.
Oh.
hold on, stop the
Carol's-
press, stop the
Carol's
press.
got a hedgehog as
Carol's
well.
got a hedgehog.
Have
Okay.
you
Dun,
named
dun.
it?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
Spiny Norman.
thought about calling it Terry actually.
Terry. I like Terry.
Spiky Terry.
Terry loves yogurt.
I take it he lolls around all day and doesn't do much.
Ooh, bum bum. That's Carol's husband's Terry.
Oh, is it?
Will
On
Jack
that
be
note,
back?
Will
Right.
Jack be back? Jackie coming
Who's
back?
making a cup of tea?
Probably. Knowing my
If we're
rate at the minute, it'd be sometime around Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God,
Jack will be
don't
back
please.
six
No,
monthly.
who mentioned Christmas?
No,
No.
we're
I
not
said,
ready.
I said the C word in summer.
So that is it. So I'm sorry, guys, but
Who's putting
Yeah,
the kettle
bye.
on?
no, I'm sorry. Can you all close your eyes at the moment while I beat Jack up for mentioning the C word?
Yes.
What,
Okay.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, who's making the coffee?
Yay!
Biscuits.
Then
Where's
have
the
we got
biscuit?
any biscuits?
Coffee. Coffee.
Oh, I've got biscuits.
Well, that's it for today. If you've got any gardening questions, feel free to send us a message on Instagram under the Root of It All podcast. As always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.